I'm extremely externally motivated, and if you are any form of functioning man, then you probably are as well. And my core desires basically boil down into two main things. Number one is getting respect from men. I basically want to have other men wanting to be like me. I want to get the nod of approval, and I want to feel like I'm the most alpha in the group and want to feel like I'm ahead of other guys. I'm not afraid to say it. And the second reason is for attraction. I basically want women to want to fuck me. Now, some guys are going to hear this and be fucking taken off guard and think,
holy shit, this is so insensitive, this is so shallow, why are you talking like this, you should just do things for yourself.
but I don't give a fuck. I'm just being honest and I'm not here to hide it. Because maybe if you lived on the moon, none of this shit would even matter at the end of the day. But chances are, if you're watching this behind a computer screen or a phone screen, then my friend, you are in the real world and this shit matters. Life as a guy is a competition and we all want respect and attraction, whether you like to admit that or not. And for a lot of guys, they understand that to get respect and attraction, they have to do a few key things, and that's leveling themselves up. And one of the main things that they can do is going to the gym and building muscle. But it was only when I purely focused on training to build muscle to attract girls that I got the most results with both respect and attraction, and I'm going to tell you why. When you focus on attraction and when you bias training for attraction, basically training to get laid, you get the best of both worlds, and that is simply because being attractive is a gateway to everything in your life as a man. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like a black pill channel and say that looks are the only thing that matter, but realistically, they are a huge component of what dictates whether or not you're going to be successful in any realm of human experience as a young man. And the harsh reality of it is, me, you, all men probably care about how women perceive them more than compared to how men perceive them, okay? Because if you're not liked by a guy, it's kind of like, oh, what the hell, whatever, he's probably gay, he's probably a fucking loser. But if a woman disrespects you, or if a woman is not attracted to you, if a woman treats you poorly, it kind of is a painful ego death. And I know you've experienced this yourself. And that's because for guys, one of the key concerns in our life is reproduction and becoming attractive. And if you're not afraid to admit it, if you're not gay, you want to get girls. You want to have females around in your life. It just makes you feel better overall. And like I said, when I started training specifically for girls, that is when I not only got girls, I got attraction, but I also got respect as well. So in the context of lifting weights and building a physique, how do we actually want to look so we can achieve the most attractive body possible? Essentially, we want to optimize for what is known as the female gaze. Essentially, we want to look like what women see on fantasy sexual novels and on television shows. And on these fantasy shows, in the fantasy books that girls are reading to and gooning to at night, there is always one thing in common, and that is that these guys are lean, attractive, and they have a seductive manner about them. Girls are getting mentally aroused, mentally stimulated, mentally turned on by the thought of getting pounded by this seductive, dark, kind of aesthetic, lean, sexy figure who just has tons and tons of sex appeal. They're not thinking about getting pounded or falling in love with a fucking guy who's 40% body fat or a fucking oiled up bodybuilder who's wearing a fucking sparkly G-string to get on stage and pose in front of other guys. No, they're not thinking about that at all. And this is actually excellent for you because it means that unlike trying to become a professional bodybuilder and appealing to the respect of men, seeing guys in the gym and getting told that, wow, you look so massive, bro, and spending 15 years to bulk up to 100 kilos, destroying your liver, and perhaps, if you're lucky, posing on stage and getting a plastic trophy. Instead, you can just turn yourself into a lean, seductive, attractive guy in a much shorter time frame and get both respect and attraction and solve literally all of your problems as a young guy. Guys that have this lean, seductive physique, they're usually more confident in public, they're usually more well-received and well-rounded, okay? They're leaner, they're healthier, they're happier, and bro, honestly, it only just snowballs into so many more positive effects. And when you are attractive, you are literally able to solve one of the biggest, most painful deficits that most guys in the modern world experience, and that is loneliness. They don't have women. They don't have love. And I was experiencing this shit as well. I thought I was never going to get laid. I thought I was never going to have a girlfriend. I thought I was never going to have love and be truly attractive. But when I started training for the female gaze, building this lean, seductive, attractive physique, then my results fucking 10x'd, okay? And it still baffles me to this day that I see guys who I consider as my friends, they're kind of just getting absolutely brutalized in the dating scenario because they don't understand how important it is to actually train for attraction as a primary purpose in life and become attractive overall. But it's always the guys who are focusing on the attractive physique, building this aesthetic, sexy body, that seem to have it way easier with girls. And guess what? when you are attractive, when you have no issues with girls, when your attraction skyrockets, and you can open up dating apps and girls basically just want to come and spend the night with you on the first night for free, then you get respect as well. Because when you start getting treated differently by women, when you start getting treated better by women, men also treat you differently as well. Remember when I said earlier that if you're honest with yourself, you want to become the top dog, you want to sit on the higher level of the ladder in terms of male competition. Well, if you are attracting girls, then you are literally just showing yourself that you are in this top echelon of guys already, because you are an achiever. You are achieving one of the most fundamental things that guys actually want, and that is attraction, that is girls, okay? And that's why if you have girls around yourself, guys are going to nod who have girls right now and have built this attractive physique, okay? And you will experience this yourself and be thinking, holy fuck, Jay was absolutely correct, okay? When you have a girl around, when you're rolling around with a girl, I was speaking to my mate about this, when you're walking around with a hot chick down the street or something, you literally just feel alpha. You just feel like the fucking man. There is no better feeling than knowing that you are attractive, that you can get girls, okay? And the number one way you do this is by building the physique. And a lot of guys lack this ability to actually attract girls, okay? So if you have the physique, firstly, which is a huge compliment to your discipline and to your overall fucking respect factor that you deserve as a guy, and you have attraction from girls, you are literally an idol, and guys will want to look up to you and will want to be like you. And if you want somebody who admires you and wants to be like you, well, what do you get? You get respect as well. And that is exactly why it is better to train for attraction and bias attraction rather than just training for respect and trying to achieve respect. Because if you're attractive, you will get respect. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to confidence, when it comes to understanding your true value as a man, there is no better way to determine your value than analyzing the results that you have. You can't sit here and fake attraction. You can't sit here and fake confidence. It all comes down to, are you getting results? Yes or no, okay? And that's why the guys that train for attraction get the most respect, because they have the results, all right? These guys that sit here and have a womanless existence, they are subconsciously second guessing themselves. And what happens when you second guess yourself? Well, you actually exude this into the real world and you show yourself as some guy who has low self-esteem. And if you don't even respect yourself, or if you don't have confidence in yourself, then how the fuck are other men meant to respect you as well? So it all boils down to attractiveness. It all boils down to building the lean, seductive, attractive physique and biasing your life for attraction. And when I did this myself, that is when everything 10x, that is when my life took a complete 180, okay? Basically, if you look like a seductive, attractive fucker, then you're going to get the best of both worlds. Girls are going to want to be with you. And when guys see that girls want to be with you, guys want to be like you, so they respect you, okay? Now, if you're sitting here and thinking, holy fuck, this is the solution, this is what I need to do myself, I need a bias for attraction so I can achieve both attraction and respect. If you want to look like a fucker, and if you're getting hyped up thinking about this and you want to know the solution on how to do this, check the link below. I will help you personally to build this physique and build the lifestyle that comes with it. But with that being said, remember that progress is purpose. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.